Hello all you coin aficionados out there, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. What we have here is three 500 liras from the country of Italy. Now most of you have seen this 500 lira before, and this is the 500 lira coin which Italy started minting in 1982. And this is the front of that 500 lira coin which they started minting in 1982. And if we go in closely, we can see them. And we can actually read the 1982 on here. And we know that that is the Piazza del Quirinale in Rome. There is Braille on the top of these coins on this side. There is the plaza here. There is wheat on each side. And there is the L500 at the bottom. On the front of these coins, which are bimetallic, they call it bronzitol in the center and akmonitol in the ring. And then the edges of these coins have a changing edge. It's reeded smooth. And then on the front of these coins, as many Italian coins, we see the head of Italy. We see Republika Italiana star here, in the engraver's name down here, which is Lire Banknote. And this particular coin, she designed both sides of. But what many people are interested in is, what did I put down here as a background, and why did I say we had three 500 lira? And that is, let's move these coins off, and we'll see that we actually have a bill here. And this is the Cinquecento 500 lira bill. And you see beautiful coloring here. See how they did the lines and the coloring? If we move over to the sides, you can see that it says right here, 14-2, 1974, EDM 2-4, 1979. That means that this is from the 1974 edition of this bill. And over here we see the god riding the horse and throwing out the 5 stars. Just beautiful engraving down here. So you can see, you move it around a little bit. And then down underneath we see a little bit of a bleed through, and people wonder what these holes are here. And these are the holes to show through for the watermark. And so if you hold these up to the light, you can see through the watermark. Let's see if we can actually get a light and shine it through. And there you go. See that watermark right there? So it has a wreath with a star in the center, and that's what's actually in this blank part of the bill here. When we do get to the front side, we see that it's not only beautiful on the back side, but it's a beautiful bill on the front side also. Let's get the metal 500 lira out of there, the bimetallic. And if we look down to the front, we see, oh my goodness, this is a finely detailed bill. The problem, of course, that the Italians had was that it cost, at some points, way more to keep these bills in circulation than it does to have the coins. And because these bills were not worth much in terms of value, it made very little sense to keep them. So these bills, which were made from 1974 are of very little value, were of very little value even at the time, but they are of some value to collectors of bills. We see the 500 here, Republika Italiana. We see the numbers here for how many they were made, and each would have a different number on it. We see who made it down here and designed it, so it's IPS. And if it's Carte Valori, and here E. Vangeli was the engraver. 500 here, we see the Roman winged head here. And inside this, again, we see that it says Lira, L-I-R-E. So that's on both sides. The way you tell the value of these coins is to look over here to the left and to see the signatures on it. There's 3 signature varieties. This particular bill is in very fine condition. It's not quite uncirculated, which is why I was willing to put coins on top of it. It is probably worth a couple bucks, but if you get the 1976 version. So if you look on the back and you see the 1976 over here, then you have a more expensive version, and that one is actually worth $3 to $4 uncirculated. But many people would like to get these and would be willing to pay $1 or $2 to get these, simply because they're hard to find. They weren't produced for very many years, and with the coming of the euro, there's no use for these anymore, and so they have been demonetized. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Please subscribe to our channel if you enjoy our videos, and please leave a comment in the comment section if you are interested in us doing anything different than we're doing, or doing more of what we're doing, or changing anything that we're doing. And there's the 500 on top of the 500 right there.